Here's my favorite first 15-minute candle strategy. We'll get into it, and then I'll show you afterwards why I don't always use it, or some things to at least look out for. Okay, so here's another one. Let me go ahead and show you this one. The market's just opening here at 7:30. Another trade that I took earlier. Excuse me, I did not take earlier, and here's exactly why. I was setting up to take it, but I don't like this at all. Look at this. One level here. Next level is way the heck down there. That'd be great for a put if it wants to keep going down. I see some momentum going down. I'd love that one. But let's see what happens, because we still got some time left. I got it on super speed so I can show you how to play this out. Now here, even if this thing closes, look at that rejection. There is certainly rejection there, but let me tell you why I wouldn't take it, and then I'll get to some other reasons why I wouldn't take some other trades. I wouldn't take this because there's only one level there. That's just a little too risky for me. I like to see, you know, something like this. Something like this. 1, 2, 3 in a row, and then this big one looking up here, but of course that wasn't 7:30. That wasn't the first 15-minute candle. But you're going to notice with this candle, one of the reasons that I would never be interested in taking this is because when this thing finally closes, you'll see how close it is to this one, and that risk to reward, it's no bueno. No bueno. And I don't like the fact that it's just one wick. Watch this go ahead. It's going to get up to here, but I just want to tell you that I'd never take it, okay? Simply because of this. Now let me get into some other reasons why there are some that I wouldn't take and some that I would. We'll go ahead and let this one play out. So there you go. One of the reasons I would have never taken this is because the risk to reward, it actually isn't all that good. And also this candle, it's got too much wick on the top of it. That's not strong enough. Yes, there was a rejection, and it's probably going to go up to the next liquidity level. Usually does. So that part's okay. But there's a little bit too much wick on it, and there was only one area right here. So I'm going to be looking for something a little bit more promising before I take this type of a trade, even though this one does end up working out. Okay, let's go into some other reasons for some other ones and some reasons why I would or would not take those. Okay, let's see where we end up here. Got to draw out our lines. Where are they going to go? You only put in what you should be risking. So, cool, man. Put in minis, put in micros, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you got it at the funds, you know. Okay, so let's make sure we draw our lines here. Look at this next level over here, man. It's way the heck up here. Now that's nice. That's nice. Let's find out if it's going to go, or if it's just barely going to wick above this level right here. Okay, because we don't want to take it just yet. Let me show you what I mean here, because we don't always want to take these. The first 15-minute bar, it did not reject off anything. So do I want it? Probably not. Let's see here. In fact, this is the kind of situation where I might even wait until this thing, even the next 15-minute bar gets farther up, because then you know it's got to go. And then you know they got to offload. Where they're going to offload? Where somebody would buy their shares. And they got to go somewhere strong enough, like up in here, where they could offload a lot of shares for it to start to come down. So, because it didn't reject off anything, you don't necessarily want to take that. So I wouldn't even be putting in my buy order, but I would put it in about here. I would put it in about here. Why? Because if it gets that far, that momentum's carrying it all the way. And the only way they're going to offload that many shares at that time is if they offload somebody this strong who's willing to take them all, or offload to enough people who think it's going to break this high, because dang, if they think it's going to break this high and they jump in, they think it's going to keep going, the banks will be sitting pretty, because they're like, well, thanks for taking our stuff, sucks to be you. So there's I wouldn't be getting in yet, even though this thing started going up. No, no, it didn't reject off anything, so I'm actually not even interested in this one. Got to reject off of a level, and it didn't reject off anything. It was a continuation off of it. So in this case, I would wait until it gets up a little higher, maybe up to here. Maybe I might even do it like right here, if I'm sure it's going. But if it's not going, I mean, if it is, this thing's got plenty of momentum to go all the way up to here. Okay, and that would be nice. That would be like 100 points. But if it doesn't have the momentum to go all the way up to here, I'm sitting on my hands, man. I'm not doing it because they're not showing they have enough momentum to get up at least halfway. And if they did, where are they going to offload? They're not going to offload in here. There's no one to take their shares. The only place they could offload is when people are certain it's going to break through this, like a false breakout. And then they have a lot of people that it's like they give them the finger and be like, here, take my stuff. I'm not actually planning to keep going up. I just needed enough people that would think it's going up, like at this level right here, offload my shares, and then head back the other way. So this is one where I wouldn't take it because it didn't break off. It didn't get rejected off anything like some of the others. Like this red candle right here, if I zoom in, it rejects off this level. Of course, that's what created the level, but you get the idea. It wicks down and then up. We want to see a wick down and then up. This one, there's no wick down and up. It's just up, false breakout. So, not interested, not falling for it, not a newbie, not an amateur, not doing it. Okay, and I could stay and let you watch that this one doesn't even work out. It actually fails and breaks this low, and we'd be out anyway. But that's why we don't take those kind of trades. It's got to break off something. So, first of all, let me go ahead and get some of these lines drawn. We need to scroll over and zoom in. Every single one, even during the extended hours. So I got the lines drawn out. I was hoping to show you a put. I was hoping to keep this straight so I could show you on here too. Okay, maybe I'll just have to zoom out. So look at this. The candle's it's about to be finished. The timer. The candle's about to be done. There is no way I would take it from here to here. Not a chance. Not a chance. You realize, it's going to go. It's going to go. But it happens so fast, and there's so many orders sitting right here in order to take those shares, in order to offload them and take them back the other direction. It's like, what are you thinking by doing something like that? I mean, you're just asking for trouble, is what you're doing. Now this is where I'm interested in getting in. This is money right here. Because if this candle closes on its low, it's got all that distance still to go way down here. So if it closes on its low and it's still got like 50-50, 1-to-1, I'm totally taking it, because where's the liquidity up top? Where's the next pivot where it's immediately down to the left, immediately down to the right? Right here. It didn't touch it. You can see that liquidity right there. They pushed it down because they've got profits to make, man. They need to sell those shares all the way down here. So if this thing closes on its low, it's still got about 50% of the way left. Heck yeah, man, I take that. Is it the first 15-minute bar? This one is the signal right here. This 15-minute bar is the signal. This is where you say get in, but I would never get in with only this dinky little bit left to go from about 25,277.25. No way. No way. You got like 7 points. No way. 7 points and then lose all this. That's just plain greed, guys. We don't play that way. That's a newbie. So here's what we would do. And then I'll show you one more reason why I wouldn't get in. And then I'll show you another strategy, or excuse me, another reason why I don't always like this trade. Okay, so I'll show you one more after this. Now this is one that I would take because it looks like it's going to close about 50-50, maybe. And we got all the way down to here, which I like. About 100 points, that I like. And you don't have to take this on NQ, You don't have to take it on NQ. You can take it on MNQ. Take it on micros, man. You're going to make plenty of dinner money. You just go liquidity sweep to liquidity sweep. That's how they play. They go where someone will offload the shares. They go where the highest probability is of someone that is going to offload their shares. That's how they play. That's nice. All right, let's let this one play out here. All right, we're in. Let this guy play out, and I'll show you another one. Another reason why I wouldn't take this in certain circumstances after this one plays out. And guys, like I said, you don't have to play minis on this. You can do micros. You can do other tickers. That is just fine. What you're doing is you're going the first 15-minute bar, and you're looking for the rejection, and you're looking for the liquidity sweeps. That's all you're looking for. If that thing's got momentum, where they're going to offload, that's what you're looking for. So, and you'll see there's some, like this one, there's no way I would have gotten in at the beginning. Too small of risk to reward. We don't do that. That's just pure greed, man. You wait. Because they're banking on people not waiting. In some other videos, I can get into the psychology. In this one, I'll show you the 15-minute bar, first 15-minute bar strategy. And I'm going to show you one more after this, another reason why I wouldn't get in at the beginning. And then,
order filled.
There we go. Let's get to it. Okay, and the final reason why I don't always take these first 15-minute bar trades is because 15 minutes is a heck of a lot longer than 1 minute or 1,000 ticks or 5 minutes. And you can get the exact same strategy with those trades. If you subscribe, I'll send them to you. If you subscribe, you can see them on my channel. You can get the exact same strategy with those types of candles, and it takes a whole lot less time. And because the duration is less, the frequency of it happening is a whole lot more. So that's particularly why I don't do the 15-minute candle. But if I see that there isn't a 5 minute, there isn't a 1 minute, there isn't 1,000, or whatever the time frame is, I might change the time frame and see if there is something that comes up. And that's why I was able to catch some of these. But I tell you what, the other ones show up a whole lot more. And when you spot some of the other strategies on some of the other patterns, you're in, you're out, you're done, you're sitting pretty. You got plenty of dinner money. So go ahead and subscribe below. I'd love it, man. I'd love it. And go ahead and hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what your biggest thing is that you're going through. I'd be happy to help you, because we're not training newbies here. We're not training amateurs here. No, we're training people that want to become professional, consistently profitable traders. All right. See you in the next one.